Survival. Rob. Mega Man. Rob.
Alrighty. I think we got some Rob vs. Rob. Also, we got Secarius coming on that microphone in just a moment.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Alright, so Mr. Will versus Raffi. Two Robs. Mr.
Yep.
Will is kind of an underrated Rob, but you know, Raffi cast a big shadow at this point, right?
Yeah. At least in the local scene, you know. There's a couple other Robs in the scene, but Raffi consistently gets a lot better results, especially with him being first on the Massachusetts PR and pretty high up on the New England PR.
Yeah. Ooh, clash of the neutral airs there. Mr. Will getting the priority on it.
Yeah, Raffi's having a little bit of trouble landing here. Kind of the opposite position where they were early on in the stock. All right, goes for the beat boop, gets it. Not high enough because Rob is heavy. Just not enough. Next one should be able to do it if he gets to read.
A little bit more rage. Like now, it's enough rage to probably get the kill. Yeah, early on I noticed that Mr. Will was a little more nervous. Kind of like if he was ever near Raffi, he would just kind of jump in the air. But now, because he's won a couple of trades, that he's kind of had stage advantage.
I mean, sometimes it just takes a couple exchanges to kind of get your ground. Also feel out the opponent. But yeah.
Oh, beautiful snipe with that laser to a down smash.
So far, Mr. Will, he's been holding this neutral advantage, and it's shown. He's having Raffi having a lot of trouble here. And he's been on the back foot ever since.
Going to do it.
And Mr. Will's going to get that first stock.
Mr. Will was covering the ground really well there, really making sure he was just at the perfect angle under Raffi. It's very impressive. Right. Raffi with the gyro is always a dangerous situation. It wouldn't be a surprise if he took the stock right now.
Trying to force the tech situation. Luckily, get that Magna Hands real quick right before that back air is about to hit. Again, this deficit's just growing. Raffi really needs to close this out, or else this game one might just fall out of his hands at this rate.
It looks like with good DI, Rob has trouble beat booping himself. I couldn't imagine the timing working there.
Forward throw on the edge of the platform. That's going to kill no matter what.
A little shuffle push over there into the edge.
All right, so this is not too bad of a deficit. I've seen Raffi really clutch out from much worse. So as long as he can kind of find his ground and stay consistent, just like he is right now. Look at this. Forcing Mr. Will into a situation where he's having some trouble recovering, eats a good amount of damage, and it's basically almost even up here. Ooh, good up throw in the back air.
He needs to stop getting grabbed so much. He's, like Mr. Will's catching his landing really well there with his grabs.
That's one of the things that's a little bit, a lot of people will say about Raffi, like he can sometimes be a little predictable, and so I think as Mr. Will may
have studied that,
may have an understanding of his rhythm, may have a read on that down low complete.
Yeah, well, Rob's probably really good down low.
With the rage, he's going to be able to take it. His one and only, his fan beat boop doesn't fail him this time. And after a shaky game one, Raffi takes the second stock to win.
Mr. Will definitely seeming confident there. I would. Oh, is Raffi going YouTube?
I think it's just, I don't know. I think maybe he's just frustrated with the way he played.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't like the ditto.
And so he's just like, I feel like I'm a better player. Let me get something else. Let me get out of this groove. And so he switches to Lucina. I think I've seen him play this on Hazmat stream a few times. So I don't know how good or bad his Lucina is, but
I'm sure it's at least passable.
Yeah. So we'll see. First getting walled out a little bit. Hope was immediately upset. It's like, yo, you taking my colors and you're playing a sword character? What is this?
Raffi slicing him up with just great spacing of the sword. Mr. Will seems to be trying to go in, and I feel like he should be trying to get out into the rim.
Ooh, good.
Forward smash.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of the things that's an issue with Rob. He just doesn't have a good disadvantage state, and as long as Raffi chases him properly and keeps that good spacing, there's not a whole lot. Rob really has to be a little tricky about how he recovers, or else he's going to eat a lot of damage into that kill like he did last stock. Only 17% so far for Raffi. This is a definitely big uphill battle for Mr. Will here.
I mean, Lucina's recovery isn't the best. If he gets a nice grab off the side of the edge, you can see a quick gift here.
What's up, Wave? Seeing you in the chat. Good forward tilt. All right. I think he's a little too close for some down tilts, but doesn't try to go for an aggressive recovery option. Oh, gets a good tech.
Nice tech off the.
All right. I feel like it almost seems like the way that Mr. Will's playing. Okay, ST right there. I feel like Mr. Will's like really struggling to figure out what to do at this point. He kind of like he was making a lot of mistakes, and it just kind of seemed like he was just running away.
That was Nash didn't do it. Maybe he was a little shook up. Maybe he thought he had his chance.
But
very well played though. Lucina's very comfortable. Like you could tell Raffi took notes in the Rob Ditto and just